Hey guys, welcome back to Tarot by Cherie. How are my lights doing today? How are my beautiful lights? All right, let's get started on today's reading and see what Spirit has. All right, the first card up today is, this is about standing up for your beliefs, guys. This is about coming into your authentic self and not allowing other people to penetrate your, just to mold you, shape you by their opinions and their judgment on you, okay? It's time for all of us to just become our natural, beautiful selves. And if people don't like the way we think or what we want or what in our lives is going to make us happy, then they can just move on, right? So this is all about standing your ground and choosing your battles wisely. When I say choose your battles wisely, guys, an example would be in your relationships, okay? Say you have a child that might be a little out of control right now, a teen, and you're bumping heads a whole lot. And this could be anyone in your family, right? Or it could be a significant other. Let's just say you're bumping heads a whole lot, okay? And just to calm that down, you can start choosing your battles wisely. In other words, let your child have a messy room if that is part of the problem, and choose something more important or significant to talk to them about. Also, guys, when drawing that line in the sand with people, this is all about relationships and people. This is what I'm getting today, guys, very strongly, okay, is just stand your ground, draw the line in the sand. And for a lot of us who are in the habit of doing this with, loved ones, we could put an end to it right now. Just stand your ground, and in other words, say how it's going to be. This is for me, this is for my happiness. I'm not going to keep going back and forth with you. Again, as an example, you can clean your room, or I'm going to go in there when you leave, and you're not going to like the results because I'm going to throw away a lot of things. And then when the child comes back at you, you just stay quiet and just do what you say you're going to do, though. All right, so moving on, this is like about protecting your creativity, what you're creating, having courage to stand up for what you want to do, what you want to create for your own life, and not allow other people to manipulate your thoughts. All right. And so this card here is about, okay, moving on, moving in a new direction. So you are moving in a new direction. As a matter of fact, guys, you've reached a higher level of spiritual maturity. You guys might be feeling this. You might be feeling different in some way. You might be starting to notice, because this is something new. This is like a jump in a timeline or something, all right? Something huge. It's spiritual. So you've reached this higher level of spiritual maturity, Aquarius, where your presence now carries more weight than your words. Okay, so what am I saying? This energy upgrade sets you apart from others that are picking up on this new peak version of yourself. So this is your new auric field, if you will, that has become so potent that it vibrates at a frequency that others simply cannot ignore. Okay, so whether you're standing in a quiet room, you're walking into the workplace, you're meeting up with friends, family, you walk into a restaurant, you're going to notice that you're going to be turning heads. And not only because you're so gorgeous and beautiful, but people are going to be attracted to you like a magnet. They're going to be feeling this part of you that can no longer be ignored. They will not be able to ignore you. Your families will know something's different. They've been picking up on this probably for a little while, even before you even knew this was coming. All right, so they've been feeling it, seeing it. They just don't know what it's called. They don't know what is up with you. They can't put their finger on it, okay? So you can no longer keep this hidden, even if you tried, Aquarius. This is something that, you know, this is your fire, if you will. This is your power, okay? Your undeniable power, if you will. All right, let's continue and see what other messages Spirit may have. I hope you're all having a great start to your day. And it's a good time now to remind you guys, I do offer readings. If you want to see my offerings, you can click on the description below the video and then click the More button. Okay, so this is for a majority of you who are just trying to put your house in order. Okay, I'm seeing that you're just trying to rid yourself of the confusion of the past, things that, and are you guys getting this like intense clarity, almost like day by day, where you're just seeing things more clearly? I'm going through a change right now that is so abrupt and so strong that I don't even know what is happening. Okay, it's a timeline jump or something incredible. There's an incredible change in the ether, guys, and in me. I feel it. So if you're feeling this change in how you're feeling today, please comment below the video. I'm very interested. But you guys are working on making the decisions that need to be made to clear out things that are no longer serving you. And that is what I'm doing today, okay? You know, again, I feel like with the separation, we took this new or this next timeline jump where, you know, I don't know how to explain it, but the people I thought were still okay to keep in my life, I'm now second guessing that. I'm now feeling like I need to move away from another person that I'm close to in my life. And it is upsetting, you know, but there's nothing in common anymore. All right, so guys, if you're noticing this, please comment below the video. Feeling changes, feeling different toward people, places, and things. All right, here I'm seeing something here, working on family. You guys are working on family and your basically relationships, okay? This card is representing relationships in your life right now. Could be different people in the workplace. Could be family, could be both. So I'm going to say relationships as a whole. You are trying to find balance, okay? And I think it's more about what I just talked about. The balance being who stays and who goes, okay? And you're kind of getting, you know, really putting out those boundaries now because you're just not willing to put up with things that no longer make you happy. And that's the feeling, guys. You feel like you're putting up with stupid stuff that is meaningless to you now. It doesn't mean anything. It's you know, it's boring. It's, you know, the same people that, you know, you were on their level maybe a couple years ago. Suddenly you can't relate to them anymore. And you're really feeling like you're putting up with these relationships because you don't want to hurt their feelings. You know, unfortunately, we're moving on. We have to move on. We have things and places to go and, you know, people to help and things to do. All right, I'm seeing you. Somebody is looking the other way today. Okay, there's something that needs to end. This is for somebody who needs to hear this message. Okay, so hopefully you're not gonna scroll. All right, somebody needs to hear this message today, and it's about something that needs to end. There's something that is getting in the way of your happiness today, my loves. Okay, and this is making you feel like you're putting up with something. You're feeling ignored. All right, this is about something that you've been juggling, trying to balance, something emotional, something that's been bothering you. All right, and it's getting in the way. So you're looking at ending it. You don't want to really look at it though. You know, you've put it this way, you've been ignoring it. You've been turning your head the other way, hoping it's just going to go away, and it's not, okay? So now you're starting to focus on, okay, I might really have to focus in on this and end it, and it is painful. All right, so if this is you, comment below the video. I'm seeing something awesome here, guys. Wow, wow, wow. This is the Hierophant card with the moon next to it. Okay, so there is someone like a secret admirer, I want to say. Someone who's watching you, all right? Not in a creepy way, though. Someone who is very spiritual, very connected to spirit, and feels something, some kind of weird connection to you. Maybe like they're getting that, I know this person from another lifetime, or there's some kind of crazy connection from a different timeline, something, right? And they are just feeling all kinds of a pull toward you, and they themselves maybe don't understand it completely. They don't know what to make of it, but they just are super, super attracted to you. And not just in that way where they want to, get physical with you. This person really wants to get to know you in a deep way. Like, who is this person? They want to find out what makes you tick, what makes you sad, what makes you happy, what makes you feel joy and empathy in your life. They want to know everything about you. And yeah, they're basically, this has to be somebody that you either work with, or you're having business meetings around, or and you might even be married. This person doesn't know anything about you, but they are determined and destined to try to find out. Okay, they're going to talk. Ooh, look at this. They're going to talk to you or send you a message, maybe a written note, or a phone call, or something. Could be in person. This is about the heart, okay? This is about the heart. Now, there are some of you that are in relationships or married, like I mentioned, okay? This person is still going to think that you are a heartbeat away. You are connected somehow. And, they're going to still have it in their mind that they're gonna, if you're married, they're gonna want to find out if you're happy, if you're happily married, okay? Because they are just going to have this thing about you, and they're feeling like this is divine, something divine, something spectacularly divine. And they might be right. This is the thing, sometimes we marry somebody, and that's not really our soulmate, right? But there might be a lesson or a teaching in the person we married. All right, so let's move on here. I'm seeing some kind of all right, so somebody is feeling like they're carrying some kind of burden, because this is some kind of judgment around a burden and a judgment. This is regarding something is, let me look at these cards. This is someone else's, wow. Okay, so this is for a feminine. You might be a single mom, but you're carrying a burden because you're trying to get with this masculine, and this masculine is very judgmental. Like he's very one-sided the way he thinks. You, on the other hand, you're spiritual. Your mind is open, and you're very flexible. All right, and you're trying to get with this other person who is the opposite of you, it looks like. All right, let me see if I can get more. This is creating a burden for you, all right, because you're wondering like why this person is reacting the way, or not reacting the way you would like him to be, the way you would like him to react. All right. All right, so we have the Wheel of Fortune in the center, guys. Around the Wheel of Fortune, we have good news around money, and we have a new financial beginning. Okay, we also have a card that represents love next to this new financial beginning. Okay, So far, you guys are experiencing something else, though. There's a tower moment that a lot of you are going through, and this could be around money. Okay, so you might be dealing with some deep money issues right now. So this part of the reading might be hard to digest or hard to think about in terms that it's going to show up for you. Give us more on this, please, Spirit. Yeah, I see upset. I see people that are feeling stuck and upset financially. All right. And then I'm seeing this is about to change. The change is near, the change is close. Okay. So we've been talking about this, guys, for probably 2 years or longer now. All right. So this has been in the mix. It's all over the internet. We know there's something connected to this, right? We know there has to be some thing to this because it's just everywhere. Powerful people are talking about this. People that we look up to, that we watch, are talking about this. And people that claim to be, God speaks through them. They're talking about this. So we're seeing it everywhere. We're hearing about it everywhere, even here on Tarot by Cherie. But let me just give you this, okay? This has created stuckness, and even, for a lot of you, you're just feeling like you can't depend on this. It's if it were real, it should have happened by now. You don't even want to think about it anymore because it's like a tease, right? It's like somebody's dangling something in front of you and you can't have it and you need it badly, right? A lot of us do. A lot of us are hanging on by a thread, all right? But Spirit has something to say. Spirit is saying, they're giving you the clarity you need. You should have this clarity. They want you to have this clarity that your bank account is getting ready to explode. All right. You're going to see these changes coming in. So they're saying, don't feel like this anymore. Okay. It's not necessary. Have faith. All right. Get the clarity you're needing, the faith you're needing to know that it's not going to stay like this. Your bank account is going to blow up. It's going to grow massively because of an opportunity, a world opportunity that's coming into place for you. All right, Aquarius. So let's look at this as if, okay, let's manifest it as if it's already here. Let's look at it like it's already here. Let's think about it as often as we can think about it during the day, that we wake up one morning and boom, our bank accounts are simply filled with an unbelievable amount of money. All right. Now, here is the manifestation card next to the strength card. Look at that. Do you see this, how this works? I am so connected to Spirit, it's uncanny, okay? So it's almost like, I don't know if I'm reading them, they're reading me, we're reading each other, whatever it is, what they just gave me, they're confirming it here, okay? So they're saying that they realize that all of you are in some kind of despair right now with your finances, all right? You see this Queen of Pentacles holding on to the pentacle, just not looking happy, right? Okay. So here in the center, we have the card of intuition, right? And also this is a very spiritual card, the High Priestess. Okay. This is about your connection to Spirit. If you look at this card, you'll see a cross on her chest and the Torah in her hands. So this is all about being close to Source, believing in what is to come, being strong in your beliefs and your manifestation skills. Okay, so let's continue. All right, let's see what else Spirit has for my beautiful lights. If you're still with me, guys, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It helps me tremendously. It takes 1 second. If you're enjoying these daily readings, please do that for me. I love each and every one of you for it, and I just love you all anyway. All right, there's sadness around some kind of setback. Somebody did something to someone that was like, you lost your faith in that person. Let's just put it that way. All right, you thought they thought more of you. You're really mostly feeling disappointment in this person. You thought that they thought more of you. So you're shocked at this, you're brokenhearted, and this is really making you feel some kind of way today. You're feeling stuck. And if this is you, please comment below. All right, but I'm also seeing some kind of transformation here between a father and a son. You have the ability, okay, to change your relationship in a positive manner, okay? I see that you are very creative. You can kind of create a scenario with this emperor who appears to be a father figure. All right, I'm seeing a new beginning for the two of you. All right, so usually this is about ego. This is why we stay apart. Like, unless it's really something bad that someone did to us that we just can't go back, you know, we just don't want to go back. That is understandable. That is part of the separation. But this layout, I feel, is for those of you who had a fallout with your father or your son. Okay, it could go either way. And, you know, you go through times where you're like, I don't know if it's worth it. You know, was it really that important that we're not speaking, that we don't have a good relationship anymore? You know, and if you're questioning it, then no, it wasn't that important. So it's fixable, it's doable. I see a transition. Your father is open. He is transitioning. He is going through different views now. His energy, all of our energies, guys, are being manipulated right now, whether you like it or not, whether you believe it or not, okay? There are crazy things going on in the world right now, things that I don't understand, okay? I just know. It's a knowing that, you know, things are, timelines are being messed with. People have, yeah, I don't want to scare people. I know I have my scare babies out there that get very scared easily, so I'm not going to go into it. But we are getting blasted with energy to change us, to make us, our bodies are changing. You might, when you hold your phone up in a dark room to your hand and go like this with your flashlight on your phone, you can probably see the sparkles under your skin, glitter, it looks like. You know, it'll almost, to some of you have more than others. This is your light body coming into play. This is your crystalline body that's coming into play. And if you don't believe that, look it up, okay? It's a thing, all right? So we are moving into this fifth dimension, going through changes. That is why you're feeling crazy. You're feeling like your perceptions are changing overnight. You're waking up and you're feeling like a different person, or your views are completely different about the person you felt differently about last week. You know, and if this is you, comment below, because I'm really interested in knowing. I want to connect with all of you. I want to know how you're all feeling, okay? So comment. And if you want to just tell me how you're feeling, it can also be different than what I'm talking about. Whatever it is, just do like a sentence or two and let me know what you're feeling. I will answer with an emoji. You'll try to figure out what the hell I'm trying to say back to you, and it'll be all fun. All right, but just know, guys, I am connected to all of you. This is what I'm doing here on the daily. I'm connecting to my beautiful Aquariuses. I'm feeling your energies. I feel you guys, okay? And remember, we are one. So that being said, if it's the son that's watching, go make up with your father. I'm seeing a new beginning for the two of you, a new start. You can redo it. You can change it. You can make it better, okay? Because you've been feeling defensive ever since this happened. So go and change it. All right, I'm going to end on this note. I hope you guys enjoyed today's reading, and I will see you guys tomorrow.